Well, guess what? Time for some small tracks tripper concept here, and we're here at Dover. And so we're here at actually wanted to drive some cars and all around the track. And even though I just try to be quiet, instead everyone is sleeping and looks like everything on the outside of the game because every siblings was sleeping inside my house. So if we're gonna be spawn right there, so even going to be spawning number 10 or the number 38 as well, who's going to be spawning right there? So I'm going to be using a Tony Alfredo, and I'm not going to be spawned like this. So here we are, that's number 38, so I don't want to be spawning like this. And let's choose the number 20, number 11, David Ragan. I really know what it is, and hopefully this is so much not pretty intense, so I'm going to be regaining with this car, and with this one I'm going to be spawning back, and let's be surviving, not be surviving as well. So it's time for the qualification. Is T.Y. Dillon, or what about this one? I need to spawn in the wall because all you know, it's much not able to get worse. And I get able to get stuck right there. Anyways, we're gonna be driving Brad Keselowski right there in the Dover, so we're gonna be surviving and not able to survive as well. So even though if I'm going to be pressing like this and I'm not going to turn up the volume as well, so I just going to be muted as well. So we're taking on a outlap as well, and nothing even huge natural drift right over there, and nothing made a huge power slide whatsoever, and we're just doing 190 miles an hour. And I precisely, it must be the motor speedway of the south. I just drift right through here, so we're in lap number 1, and I'm just trying to make things very quiet, and I just going to make my voice minimize myself and so on. I'm not going to be faster, so traveling too fast is not an option. So we failed for the first lap, so the lap number 2 should be right over there. So I'm going to be slowing down for just a little bit for 155 miles an hour. And the turn number 1 and turn number 2 was complete, hit to 190, down to 155 miles an hour, and accidentally hitting to 160. And just like a maximum attack, the second lap was officially complete, and we're speeding too fast, slowing down to 150 to 140, and the lap number 3 is not where it belongs. So even though it's going to be 15 laps per qualification, so we're continuing off for the lap number 10, and we just made a huge mistake for a big slide, and we almost just spin up, and I saved myself and hit the wall once again because I made just a bad luck for I driven a lot of backwards during forward for this time. We just failed for lap number 10. The lap number 11 will be so impressive, and this is not going to be interesting right now. So this is not very a good lap because this thing was struggling for a few laps later, and looks like we are qualifying for a completing lap. So Keselowski, and unfortunately that was a kind of bit of failure, and I just going to be slowing down and just going for the inside lane for just attacking the corner in turn number 4. So maybe it's just a lot of kind of laps, so even I just don't know really, I say. And even I say it was absolutely 2 laps to go. We're right, we're on the final lap. Since this is going to be much more stressful, even it's very stressful that I can not able to drift, and instead of these power slides are more harder, so I'm going to be slow down, and I'm not going to be careful right at this moment. Keselowski wins for this, and we really know I just qualify in first position, or I mean I just qualified in second, and because of this bad luck reason, so I'm just going to be doing a perfect lap for sometimes. And we're going to be a first lap position, and I'm not doing worldwide for this. Let's do the work once again. If we're going to be seeing some 5 laps of this one during qualified sessions, so let's get right into it. Tyler Reddick goes on 5 laps of Dover, and it seems it's pretty not good so well, and he was not actually pretty a bad luck, so until he made a exactly as bad luck. So I'm accidentally hitting down to 130 miles an hour almost until 4 laps remaining. So I'm not going to hit a lot of speeds, and I just carrying on a lot of speed right this time, so I'm not going to hit over 160 miles an hour. Down to 148. So 3 more to go, and we're just going to be completing a lot of laps, and I'm just not going to be much more failed, and I'm just pretty a little bit stressful, and anything is a little bit sleepy, and if I'm going to be shout right this moment until I just going to be win in the first place, so 2 more to go, and I'm not going to be disturbing as my siblings as well. So if I'm continuing, so and my big sister has woken up by sometimes, so and the last 2 times by the way, and the final lap is on the lap number 20. It looks like we're hitting 255 miles an hour for one more time, and doing the inside because I'm not going to hit that wall for the one last time. Unfortunately, hitting wall tap for the one last time and across the line, and after I just made it so for a wall tap, so I just made him to get back into the pits. I did a pretty good job, and I actually going to get closer with my mic, but I actually finished. I just qualified in first position, so looks like that's it for this video. So anyways, if you enjoyed this game, so I'm just going to be closer to my microphone right over there. So anyways, thank you for watching for this channel, and I really hope you enjoyed this, and you have to race this for just kind of 250 laps. And by the way, I just going to be particular for just going to be some race and qualify and surviving for 15 laps. Or I'm going to be surviving for 50 laps of Dover. So anyways, I'm going to be doing this next time, but not always that I have to do so. So thank you for watching and for all your support. Which will be Turbo Concept will be signing off, and I'll talk to you all later.